All right. Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Today we're looking at Tesla.
Ooh, Tesla.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Stock specifically. It's been
Yeah.
all over the place recently, so
Token down.
we're going to try to figure out what's going on.
Sounds good.
So we've got some news articles.
A couple reports on some new technologies.
Okay.
And we're going to try to figure out why Tesla stock is doing what it's doing.
Awesome.
So first of all, I mean,
It's been fluctuating a lot.
yeah, I've noticed that.
You know, up one day, down the next.
Mhm.
Really hard to pin down.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the sources are saying that it could be due to some breaking news events.
Okay.
One of the things that I saw that was pretty consistent across all the sources.
Was new regulations.
Can
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so globally, governments are kind of starting to implement these policies that are very focused on the EV market.
So like Europe and China have these stricter emission standards that are coming out. and
It's kind of like,
That sounds like a good thing for Tesla.
well, yeah, right.
You would think so.
More demand, more sales.
Yeah, more demand, more sales.
But it's kind of a double-edged sword because,
It's good that there's more demand, but they also have to compete with all these other manufacturers now who have this incentive to like get into the EV market.
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also you have to think about the fact that some of these countries.
Are offering subsidies to people who buy electric vehicles.
Okay.
So that puts pressure on Tesla to keep their prices competitive, which can really cut into their profit margins.
Oh, so it's not.
As straightforward as just more regulations equals more sales for Tesla.
Exactly.
That's not quite that simple.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Another thing that I saw.
In a lot of the sources was
The-
the idea of new technologies, new tech advancements.
Oh, yeah, the tech advancements.
That could be impacting the stock price.
What are some of those? Yeah, well, so one of the things that's really exciting in the EV market right now is the development of solid-state batteries.
What is that?
So you know how most electric vehicles right now?
Use lithium-ion batteries.
Yeah.
Right. Solid-state batteries have the potential to offer much higher energy density.
Higher energy density. Does that mean like
You can go farther on one charge.
the exact?
Yeah, further on one charge. But also think about like faster charging times,
Oh, wow.
potentially even longer lifespan for the battery.
Okay.
So if Tesla can integrate that into their vehicles,
It could be a major leap forward.
I mean, if you could
Charge your car as fast as you can.
fill up a tank of gas,
Exactly.
it's going to be
A pretty big selling point.
huge.
That'd change everything, I think.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Tesla's not the only.
player in the game here.
No, absolutely not.
Um,
Some of the articles are saying that there's a lot of competition coming up.
for sure.
Can you talk about some of those competitors?
Yeah. So you've got companies like,
Competitor A and Competitor B, who are starting to roll out some really compelling electric vehicles.
okay.
Some of them even have really interesting new technologies.
So that really puts the pressure on Tesla to keep innovating and stay ahead.
So just to recap for our listener,
We've got these regulations that are
opportunities and challenges for Tesla.
right.
We've got these new technologies like solid-state batteries.
Yes.
That could be game changers.
Yeah.
And then we have all these competitors coming up trying
Mhm.
to take some market share.
So what's the
What's the one thing that our listeners should take away?
from this deep dive today?
I would say that if you want to understand where Tesla's going,
And really the whole EV market in
you
general.
really have to pay attention to the regulatory landscape.
Okay.
You have to see how quickly the technology is developing.
Right.
And you also have to think about all these other competitors
Yeah.
who are coming out with their own innovations
It's a lot.
to think about.
It is a lot.
It sounds like it's going to be a wild ride
Yeah, definitely a wild ride.
for the next couple of years.
And makes you wonder.
You know, will Tesla be able to maintain their position as like the leader?
In the electric vehicle space, or will some new company
Maybe with a new technology.
end up taking the lead?
That's a great question.
For our listeners to
Wonder. So thank you for joining us for this,
electrifying deep dive.
and we'll see you next time.
See you.